Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, I think this campaign season is going to provide a good opportunity for the electorate to learn the kind of people, the ideas, the mind, the character of the people they are going to elect in August general election. And the more you give Rigathi Gachagua, who happened to be William Ruto's running mate, a microphone, the more Rigathi Gachagua explain himself who he is to the electorate and the kind of deputy president he can make, or the kind of president he can be in case we don't have the president. And Mukisa Kitui again has explained explicitly the difference between William Ruto and Martha Karua. It is like day and night, maji na mafuta. Mukisa, while in Western region, in Raila Amolo Odinga's campaign, he was clear on day one when Martha Karua was appointed Raila Amolo Odinga's running mate. She hit the ground running, and for her, she was selling Raila Odinga's manifesto. And she was clear. Education is on ballot. Fight for corruption is on ballot. A lot of change. Reforms is on ballot. Good health is on ballot. Baba care is on ballot. But for Rigathi Gachagua, the first speech after he was given that mandate, he simply went on to tell William Samoei Ruto that once you become the president, please open the Sagana State Lodge so that my people can come in to eat ugali na nyama. So you see the first impression of Rigathi Gachagua compared to Martha Karua. Beside that, Rigathi Gachagua today is in Rift Valley. We have done that video already. And there is sentiment coming from Rigathi Gachagua that for him, UDA party is going only to consider those people who will be elected on that party. Those who are coming on independent, they will have no space. Those who are coming on other political parties, they will have no space. Rigathi Gachagua has said openly and clear that even the recruitment of army, it will be considered those people who are in UDA party. That means if your member of parliament has been elected on independent ticket, then your constituency will not have a chance to have their people being recruited by the army. And so many other things. So I wanted to listen to Mukisa Kitui shortly and Rigathi Gachagua. Then after this, we are going to expose more who Rigathi Gachagua is in this campaign season.
Na mimi nataka nikushauri, nataka kusaidika, mtupatie watu wetu wale watakuja kwangu kuchukua barua ya kwenda jeshi. Ukiniletea mtu ya independent atanitoa wapi? Mimi nitakuwa na biashara na yeye. Mimi siko na biashara na yeye. Kwa hiyo mtupatie watu ya mlengo wetu. UDA, Senator, UDA, Women Rep, UDA, MP, UDA, MCA, UDA.
Now we are continuing with our panel discussion, but just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you have not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that any other time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who would comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, if you listen to Rigathi Gachagua careful and keenly, you will learn that Rigathi Gachagua is not presidential. Rigathi Gachagua cannot be a good president. The first thing in the mind of Rigathi Gachagua, he is a tribal leader. And if it happened that you have a tribal deputy president, how can he bring peace, unity, equality in the country? Just in case by a chance this ticket win the election, it will be the worst. Besides being a tribal leader, because you see even in his speech when he's speaking, Rigathi Gachagua's focus is on Mount Kenya region. Look at Martha Karua and compare. Martha Karua is talking about Kenya as a country and Kenyan citizens. Rigathi Gachagua is simply advocating for the Kikuyu community in the country. That's the first impression for Rigathi Gachagua. Secondly, Rigathi Gachagua is bringing the real picture of the Moi during the Moi era. So this ticket has more of Moism. It is a ticket that has never accepted change. When it came to Constitution, they rejected. When it came to BBI, they rejected. And this is the team we are having here. Why am I comparing Rigathi Gachagua to the former late President Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi? During those times when Moi was ruling, you could easily get a job in the government if you are a KANU member. But if you are not supporting KANU and you are not a KANU member, there was no way you could get any job. Even to some extent in private sectors in this country, in senior positions, you could not get. The ticket for you to get a job, number one, is to be a KANU member. That is the same card Rigathi Gachagua has removed from the pocket. And this should be a red card for any good Kenyan with a good intention in this country. Rigathi Gachagua ametoa red card. Now, the electorate can see this. That just by chance, they win this election. Then, for you to secure a job in in William Ruto's government, you must be a UDA member. If you're not UDA, you cannot get a job. That's what he's saying. When we will be doing the army recruitment. Because, you see, he was talking to the people from Rift Valley, where President Daniel Toroitich Moi came from. And remember, for you to get a job in security, a security officer, a police, definitely was choosing more from Rift Valley. You need to come from home. And that's why even the language changed. You see the accent, they are Swahili, changed, and everyone has to adapt when he joined the police. But this one changed when our constitution changed. Now recruitment is going count by count. So Rigathi Gachagua is bringing the same idea here, that if you're not in UDA party, you will not be recruited in police or army or anywhere else. So if you elect your member of parliament from another party or an independent ticket, just know your constituency will not be considered for a job in UDA government in case they form the government. Rigathi Gachagua is telling Kenyans that in case just by chance they win this election, he will be a UDA deputy president and not the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. He has drawn the line and the red card is out. So if we are expecting to see another deputy president in UDA government by chance if they form, forget. Rigathi Gachagua will be a UDA deputy president. Rigathi Gachagua will be a Mount Kenya deputy president. Rigathi Gachagua will be a Kikuyu deputy president. The only person who is bringing a picture of unity in this country, if you are rating our running mate, leave alone the presidential candidate, Martha Karua stands the better chance. She has a better chance. She has proved. And even if you check on how she's campaigning, even at home, she's mixing Kikuyu and Swahili, so that those who even are not Kikuyus in that area can listen to her. And those who want to watch her on live, maybe YouTube, Facebook, they can understand what she's talking about. And the message is not only for the Kikuyus. Unlike Rigathi Gachagua, who get even to Western, who get to Rift Valley, who get to Nairobi, who get even to Nyanza region. But he goes to his vernacular language. It tells you the kind of a person William Ruto has nominated as his running mate. If you are looking for the most tribal candidate on presidential ticket, then Rigathi Gachagua box is ticked. For any individual to get a job, any job, even a cleaning job, in case William Ruto become president, Rigathi Gachagua become the running mate or deputy president, then it will be those people who are in UDA party. Areas like Nyanza region, you will not get job. Those other areas like Western region, you will not get jobs. The Ukambani region, you will not get jobs. Coast region, you will not secure a job in UDA government. They are going to consider the areas where they are strong. If we are crying right now about how Uhuru Kenyatta has managed the government, if we are saying Uhuru was a little bit tribal when it came to selection, even with William Ruto, because we are focusing on how they were selecting their cabinet, Uhuru gave more slots to the people from Mount Kenya. William Ruto gave all the slots to Kalenjin communities. If we are complaining now, and just assume by chance this ticket win this election, I think Kenyans will, I don't know. I have no words to describe that, but we will be in the most worst situation where tribalism will be glorified. If you want to see a cabinet that will be consist of Kikuyu and the Kalenjin, William Ruto ticket is the best. If you want to see the ticket that will have a cabinet that will consider the entire face of Kenya, then Martha Karua and Raila Odinga is the place to go. This is how I can interpret Rigathi Gachagua'S mind. This is how I can interpret what Rigathi Gachagua is communicating to the electorate. In fact, Rigathi Gachagua is kind of threatening the people of Rift Valley that you have no any other option but to vote for William Ruto. That's why I said that Rigathi Gachagua is better off to campaign for William Ruto in Rift Valley region and the Central region. Outside Central region, there is nothing Rigathi Gachagua can bring to the table. He cannot convince even the most stupid person to vote for William Ruto. He can only convince Rift Valley because one of their own is on the ballot, and some people in Mount Kenya region, because of course we have those who feel that they want to vote for Ruto because he has been there with them for the longest time. So even Rigathi Gachagua coming to this ballot, it was not to add value or numbers to William Ruto. It was just to help maintain what Ruto has got from Mount Kenya. And I think this is good for Rigathi Gachagua to come out. Sorry for the disruption. So it is clear. If there is any doubting Thomas, he can read the red alert from William Ruto's running mate. And I think Mukisa Kitui is vindicated when he says Rigathi Gachagua is not presidential. He is not a presidential material. He cannot match and he can't lead. The day someone like Rigathi Gachagua will become the president in this country, that is the time this country will be divided sharply according to our ethnic groups. This will be the worst moment. If we are complaining now that William Ruto is a tribal leader, I have said severally, and I have evidence when I talk about how he's selecting people to the cabinet and how he has treated other areas when it came to development. He simply came to Western with lip service. He got to Nyanza region, lip service. Rift Valley, he's delivering. if we are complaining about William Ruto, and now his running mate shows out the character of the worst than even William Ruto himself, then you can tell me, between Kenya Kwanza and Azimio, where should you vote? I still stand with my thinking that the best person to have deputized William Ruto could be a woman like Alice Wahome, and if not, then Mudavadi was the right person. Because even Ruto, he's not presidential. He only have money. The only person who could have helped here was Musalia Mudavadi. But now, because he don't trust the numbers Mudavadi can bring, he went for Rigathi to defend, rather than going from Mudavadi to score. That's my view. I don't know what to think about this, but we can have a continuation of this conversation through the comment section. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you, and see you in our next